No one is coming to save you. That is the truth. No one is coming to save you. You are already in hell. When you look around you, you'll see that you are already in hell. The things that are happening are proving to us that we are already in hell. We're never meant to be saved. No one is going to save you. Not Jesus, not God. No one is going to save you. There isn't a politician that's going to save you. There isn't a YouTuber that's going to save you. There isn't a spiritual catalyst that's going to save you. No one is coming to save you. That is the truth. What I like the most about this channel is that most of the people who subscribe to this channel are people that are not having kids. That's what I like the most about this channel. The fact that most of you are not having kids. Because you understand that the world is too fucked up. You understand that there isn't any person that's gonna come and save us. There isn't much that we can do to actually cope with life. There are a lot of fucked up things that are going to happen. There are a lot of fucked up things that have happened. There are a lot of fucked up things that are happening. Life is really hard, guys. Life is really hard, and putting someone in this game, man, it really doesn't make sense. It's some kind of a hell, you know. That is something that most people should realize. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it, you know. I do understand that sometimes we do get to enjoy our lives, you know. There are some things that we enjoy about this world. I remember there's a video that I saw of this other lady that was, you know, talking about the black pill ideology. She said that people that are black pilled are people who went into the rabbit hole of truth and they got stuck in it. Now they can't escape it. So all they see is what they call truth, which is just negativity, you know. That's all that they see. They don't even acknowledge the positive things that are happening around the world. But here's the thing. Everything that you think is good is predicated upon something that is actually not good. That is the problem. That is why people that are black-pilled focus on the negative things that are happening in the world. Let me give you an example. There's this other video that I saw of someone illustrating how the capitalist system is a scam. On the video, there was this cartoon that was shown that was swimming, and it will swim, and then breathe for like a second. Swim, breathe for a second. Swim, breathe for a second. That's life, G. That's life. You cannot say that that's positive. You cannot say that being able to breathe for 1 second is what's positive about life. No, that's negative. So you swim hard, and then you breathe for 1 second. You work very, very hard and get paid once a month. And you find that that's actually the happiest day for you in a month. Like every day when you, that one day when you get paid is the day that you're actually happy, but you start stressing the next day because you're not even earning enough. You know? That is not good. That is not positive. You can say, oh, having a family is something that is positive. It will be positive if the things that are happening in the world were actually good. It ends up not being a positive thing because now you find yourself trapping people here, like trapping your children, and they have to, you know, be raised by this system that has been designed to use them. Do you understand that this system has been designed to get the most from us while we're not getting much from it? And there isn't much that we can do. There isn't much that we can do to escape this system. Do you understand how hard it is to actually make money legally? Do you understand that that is really, like, there are people that just can't make money legally? They can't. There's nothing that they can do to be able to make real money legally. They'll just be broke forever. They'll just be slaves forever. And you think that is good? No. That proves that we are in hell. That proves that we are in a trap. It's just that most humans don't have enough awareness to realize that we're in a trap. That is the problem. Most humans do not have enough awareness to realize that we're in a trap, that we're in hell. So the problem is this: most humans are not intelligent. Believe it or not, most humans are not intelligent. And not only are they not intelligent, they're actually dumb. Like, most humans are much dumber than you think. Most humans are dumber than you think. The problem is that we tend to project a lot as people. So the way that I view reality is the way that I assume that everyone views reality. Like, everyone is seeing what I'm seeing. Everyone understands what I understand. No, that is not the truth. Things that are easy for you to see, things that are easy for you to understand, are hard for a lot of people to see. They're hard for a lot of people to understand. Like, they are incapable of understanding what is going on. The same way that a dog doesn't understand most of the things that humans understand. You know, they're not conscious enough to understand the things that humans understand. You see the problem? Imagine if you didn't know that dogs are not as conscious as humans. You would assume that just because it has a brain, just because it has eyes, just because it has DNA, it's able to see what you're seeing and understand what you're understanding. No, that is not true. There are a lot of things that dogs do not understand that humans can understand. And there are a lot of things that some humans understand that other humans do not understand. And because we live in a world where the people that were fortunate enough to find themselves having a lot of power want to control those that do not have power. And because they already have power, they are able to control what information people that do not have power get to receive. People that are not intelligent are not going to be able to evolve because they rely on what they are being told. They rely on the information that they are getting. So you see, people that are not intelligent are not going to really learn valuable lessons about life. They're not really going to learn the truth about life. They're just going to learn what they are told. But people that are actually intelligent are going to learn the truth about life based on what they are seeing, based on their personal experiences. I was having a conversation with someone about antinatalism. I was telling them that based on how I've experienced life, this is the best decision that I've ever taken in my life. Based on how I've experienced life. This is not based on how other people experience life. This is not based on what I've been told. This is not based on what I've been made to believe. No, this is based on how I have experienced life. Like, this is how a person that's truly intelligent should react to life if they have experienced it the way that I have experienced it. You see, this is the best way that I should respond to life. My life was not easy. I have been through a lot of things that I know are not fair, that have proved to me that no, we are in some kind of a hell. I do not know why we're in this kind of a hell, but yeah, this is some kind of a hell. This is some kind of a prison. This is some kind of a trap. I know that beyond any reasonable doubt. This world is not good. And everything about it shows you that it isn't good. It's just that your eyes are not open. You're not conscious. You see, you're relying on what the people that are enjoying their lives, if they are telling you. People with power, people with money, people that can do anything in this world, you know? When I was checking some of my videos that I posted, I came across I realized that some of my videos were demonetized. Some of my videos were demonetized. It's like, what? And that made me realize, in fact, this is something that I've always known, but that made me think, wait. This is how they've always controlled the world. They make sure that people that are doing things that are gonna actually help people grow don't get money, so that they will do things that are not gonna make people grow. It's like what has happened to hip hop, for an example. You know, there were rappers that were conscious, that were making people more, like, that were making black people conscious. But they were like, you know what, let's not give these motherfuckers money. And they make it look like people just want the kind of music that they are promoting, you know? Like, nah, let's not give conscious rappers money. Let's not promote conscious rappers. Let's only promote rappers that are promoting violence, rappers that are rapping about having many baby mamas. Kukuha ko alawan Martin. Skuma kumakala mus. Straight. Mara ka repricing wala kumkalawan. Okay. Sharp. It's not a grand song, but loko ni xava ku ri vo 10,000 something. Mara so boha cheap sweswi. Cameron. Ri Cameron. To blind go. She blind. Loko ni xava xi ri vo 10,000 something, mara so boha sweswi is cheap. So boha sweswi is cheap. Because ku humile i ndakweni i upgrade ya vumbirhi from xo sungula ku na xin'wana wa ku DJ Pocket 1 ivi ku va na DJ Pocket 2 ku nga lexi. So ka ku huma xin'wana n'hweti leyi nga hela ve DJ a hi Pocket 3, so boha va chipisanyana lexiwani. That's why ni hleketela ku sweswi hi nga xi ri ka vo 8,000 kwala. To blind to tsakisa hi ku u nga lo vekela xikhwamini xi na inani ra kona, so xi vekela laha. Wavayo ya kun'wana na kun'wana wa ya byaleni u fika u nwa dakwa, like xitsongo ku tlula na foni, so wa nwa dakwa xi lexi nga wi ri ni tsakisa ngopfu leriwani, ende ri xuta video ta kahle, so ni xavi online. Ka Tekelo ya nakona xi ri kona mara nga ri karhi hava, a ni se ma byi xaveteleni byi hela. No rivala ku ka yihi shop, mara ka Tekelo ku nga ra xi ri kona mara a xi durha, that's why ni xavi ka leyi a yi ri cheap. Ka Tekelo ta xi ri ka 11,000 something. Xi tirha ngopfu xi nge bayiseli, xi tirha ngopfu, maybe loko no upgrade sharp. Like I've been telling you, there's no water where we live, man. So everyone is trying to get water here and sell it, you know. Like everyone is trying to get water here and sell it. I love the view, man. This is the dopest view ever. I've been telling you this, but I really love this view. I really love this view. But yeah, man, it's crazy that we have to fucking buy water, bro. Listen, man, this world is fucked up, man. Don't let anyone lie to you. This world is really fucked up, and it's not getting better, you know. That's why I keep on telling you, man, if you're an internationalist, you made the best decision, man. Like, this is the best decision that a human can make, you know. Understanding that the world that you were brought into is not good. It's not easy to understand that because they program you even when you cannot even think. You know, they program children to think a certain way in this world, and they punish them for not thinking that way. Like they tell you exactly what to think, and if you don't think the way that they want you to think, they punish you. You see, that's what's happening in this world. They tell you exactly what you need to say. If you don't say what they want you to say, they punish you. The same way that they demonetize some of my videos. Even the last video that I published, they demonetized it. It's like, really? What's wrong with what I was saying? You know? That's the video where I was talking about people who say, oh, if you don't have children, who's gonna take care of you when you're older? You know, that's basically what I was talking about, you know? But they demonetized that video. You're like, really? Like, oh, this video, what did they say? Some advertisers might not want to advertise on this. Like, really? Makes me laugh, man. But that's how they control people, you know? Some people will tell you that, oh, some views are not popular. Antinatalism is not a popular view. Like, well, maybe the views that you feel are popular are views that they've indoctrinated you with, you know. It's not that you like thought for yourself and you reach the same conclusions that you know that they've reached, the people that have indoctrinated you. They just wanted you to let your guard down so that they'll be able to control you, you know. It's very easy, man, to realize that. It's like if people believe that Christianity is like it's true because most people believe in it. Like, no, most people believe in it because they were indoctrinated into it. It's not because it's true. Do you understand how wrong it is that they teach religion, not necessarily teach religion, but they teach the Bible in primary schools here in South Africa, not just primary schools, even high schools. Every public school in South Africa, they teach, in every public school in South Africa, they teach religion. They teach Christianity, not even religion. It's not like they teach you about Islam, teach you about Buddhism, teach you about Hindus. Like, no, they teach you about Christianity. They actually tell you that God is going to help you. Let's pray to Jesus. Let's give our lives to Jesus. You understand? Like, dude, I ain't even choose that religion. I was indoctrinated into it. I was forced into it. I remember when I was in grade 12, sometimes I would tell my teachers, like, I don't want to go to that fucking assembly because I don't believe in Christianity. That was crazy, man. Like, no. You gotta go to the assembly. No one is supposed to be in a classroom. No, you have to go to the assembly. You know, we were forced to believe in this fucking religion. So you're gonna say it's the most popular religion? No, it isn't. We're just indoctrinated into it, and some people do not think. You know, I don't think some of y'all who have realized that the Christianity is a lie. I don't think you appreciate how intelligent you are, because it's almost impossible to reach this level of consciousness because of how we are being indoctrinated. It's almost impossible. It's not even supposed to be possible. You're not supposed to see what is going on. I remember I made a video on TikTok where I was talking about, in a world where everyone who speaks the truth is being censored, why do you think Christians are not being censored? They say the craziest shit ever, and they're not being censored. They say the most homophobic shit ever. You motherfuckers don't think. They say the most homophobic shit ever, and they are not being censored. Isn't that showing you something? They say the most homophobic shit ever, but if you say something that's not necessarily like homophobic, if you just say I don't like gay people, that's not homophobic. You just don't like gay people. That's, you know what Christians say? God hates gay people. If you are gay, you have demons. That is why God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, whatever. You know, like saying that God hates something and preaching that to your audience and saying they must hate these people. Like, that's fucked up. But just saying you hate gay people it's not homophobic. It's just you saying that you hate gay people. The same way that you'd say you hate rappers, for an example. Like, I hate rappers. Does that mean you're a racist? If you say you hate black people, does it mean that you're a racist? You might say, no, that actually means that you're no. It doesn't mean that you're a racist. It might mean that there's something that you hate about. Listen, there are black people who hate who will say they hate black people because there's something that they hate about black people. There are white people who say that they hate white people. But it doesn't mean that they're racist. It has nothing to do with racism, you know? Racism has to do with people being given opportunities just because of their race. Like, okay, I'm gonna give these people opportunities because of their race. These people are gonna get more than what these people are getting because of their race. Yeah, that's what racism has to do with. But just simply saying that you dislike someone doesn't necessarily mean that that's bad, you know? We don't like everyone, you know? That's how we are as humans. There are a lot of things that pastors teach that are just too fucked up, you know? There are a lot of things that are written in the Bible that are too fucked up. If the people that are having everything burned were really honest with themselves, they would have banned the Bible a long time ago. But we are being indoctrinated with Christianity from a young age, and we grow up being indoctrinated. That's why I'm saying that if you're not that intelligent, you won't even realize that, nah, I'm being indoctrinated. It requires the highest level of intelligence. The problem is that once you realize that you've been indoctrinated, you have to fight the people that are indoctrinated. You know what I mean? In fact, you don't have to fight them. They were going to fight you because you're outnumbered by default. So they're going to be against you. They're going to tell you you have demons. You know, they're going to mistreat you. They're going to abuse you in a lot of different ways. They're going to discriminate against you. You know, it's not easy being an atheist or being an agnostic and actually talking about it. You know, you'd rather keep your mouth shut if you don't want to have problems. But that proves to you that we're in hell, because we are not really allowed to speak the truth. They will do whatever to make sure that we do not speak the truth, including demonetizing the truth. Making sure that if you're speaking the truth, you make $0, so that you like, right, there's no money in speaking the truth. And they'll say, you see, the truth is not popular. What you think is the truth is not popular, so that shows that it's not the truth. Pastors be making money for real, and they're not speaking the truth. They're part of the problem. They're not part of the solution. Christianity is not part of the solution. It's part of the problem, and it's a very big part of the problem. You see, it's a very big part of the problem. So you're gonna tell me that we are not in hell? You're gonna tell me that we are not all in a trap? Because even if you are doing good, you are still in this trap. We are supposed to eat each other for survival. You know what I mean? So even if you are in a good place, doing well, getting the things that you want, you're not really safe. Someone who's not doing good, someone who's not eating, might come and attack you and kill you because you have the things that they want. You know, if you're homeless, you won't be afraid of people robbing you because you have nothing. But if you have money, you be afraid of people robbing you. There are many people that are getting killed for their possessions every single day. So you're not really safe. You're not really safe. That's what you must understand. You know, you might enjoy your life a couple of years, but something bad gets to happen. You know, another thing that I've realized is that most people that we feel lucky in this world are not that conscious. So they're still suffering because they're not conscious. You know what I mean? Like, they're making lots of mistakes. They're making lots of mistakes. So like, no one is really like, it's like in this matrix, all of us are being tortured. You know, one way or another, we are being tortured. That is why there ain't people that you can say are really happy, unless maybe they are really running the matrix. Maybe the only people that are happy are the ones that are running the matrix, you know, because of course there are people who are running the matrix. But if you're just a normal person who knows nothing about what's going on, you have no idea, maybe you're conscious enough to see that something is wrong, but you don't know for sure what is really going on. You're just a normal person. You probably suffering the way that other people are suffering. I mean, maybe, you know, not exactly the same way, but you're suffering. You know, life has a way of torturing you. You know, life knows exactly how to torture you. So yes, the way that I'm suffering might not be the way that you're suffering, but you're suffering. You might find that I'm suffering because maybe I don't know, I have money. You have money, but you're suffering because you're sick. You're suffering because you don't know how to control your emotions. Or maybe you have what they call mental illnesses. You might be suffering because you've been traumatized. There've been so many things that you had to deal with in your life that traumatized you. So, hey man, this is more like a torture chamber. That's why I'm telling you, it's some kind of hell. So, being an antinatalist is like the best decision that I ever made in my life, man. Sometimes when I'm stressing, I think, wait, I'm a fucking antinatalist, bro. Why should I even be stressing? I even brought anyone into this trap, you know? Like, why do I gotta stress? I'm 30 years old, man. It's not like I'm gonna be here for forever, you know? The problem with having kids is that if you have a child, chances are that child is going to reproduce. Whether the child is a boy or girl, chances are they're going to reproduce. Like, almost every human that's here is going to reproduce. Almost every human. You know? Like, there ain't that many people that I know that do not have children. And the people that I know that do not have children are not people that are not having children because they want to not have children. Are people that are just can't reproduce. You know what I mean? People that are sterile. So they want to have children, but they can't. I even met a person that just doesn't want to have kids because the world sucks. I even came across that type of person in my life. The reason why I trust myself is because all the ideas that I have are ideas that I've come up with by thinking, not because someone indoctrinated me, not because someone installed these ideas in my mind. No. I had to think deeply. I had to become totally depressed. Because if you want to think deeply about, reality itself, you're going to become depressed at some point. It's not easy, man. Like, you're overworking your brain. And also the things that you are discovering are not making you feel comfortable, I had to do a lot of work to reach this level of consciousness, to realize that no, man, no. Actually, I shouldn't be bringing anyone here. That is actually the right thing to do, It took a lot of work, man. It wasn't something that was obvious to me because we're all being indoctrinated, We're all being sacrificed to this system, and it made sure that it indoctrinate us in every way possible so that we don't get to think for ourselves. People think they're intelligent because they're highly educated. They don't realize that, no, man, they are now part of the system. You see, they were indoctrinated successfully. They can't think for themselves. People that are truly intelligent are people that have reached their conclusions on their own. People that understand what they understand because of how they've experienced life, what they have seen, what they've seen other people going through. These are people that are really intelligent. People who are really themselves, It matters that you are yourself. Most humans are not themselves. Most humans really cannot think for themselves. You understand that you are a rare breed. I don't know if I just love internet so much, but you guys think, man, to even realize on your own that there's something wrong with having children. Like, dude, you're not supposed to realize that. That's supposed to be impossible. You're not supposed to question that, but to realize that, that's, that shows that you are really that intelligent. I know that it's hard, man, because you live in a world full of people that have been defeated mentally, people that are not capable of critical thinking. I get that. You have to live with these people every day. But also understand that, reaching this level of consciousness comes at a price. It's not like you just reach this level of consciousness. You suffer. But then also realize how important it was for you to realize what you realized. Can you imagine if you were not conscious? You'll be having children right now. Can you imagine how fucked up that is? Be having 3 or 4 children right now and thinking that that is good. I mean, if you have children but you have realized that that isn't good, that's better. You know, you can talk to your children, make them understand why you feel the way that you feel. Why you think the world isn't good. You know, you don't make your children feel like they are a mistake or anything like that. You don't make your children feel like you hate them. You just make them understand that you feel like you have brought them into a world that is not good enough for them. And that will be coming from a place of love. Like you get it, that this world just ain't it. If the world is evil, the world is evil, man. We must stop lying to ourselves. It's not helping. It's not helping anyone. You know, lying to ourselves has never helped anyone. What happens is that we cause more problems that we're not willing to acknowledge that, you know, these problems are going on. Like we cause problems that we cannot solve and still not be willing to acknowledge that these problems are going on. That's one of the biggest problems with being unconscious. And that's what happens when you are in hell, man. You don't really know that you're in hell, but you suffer and you try your best to free yourself from suffering, but you constantly fail. You just keep on streaming and get tired, but then get to breathe for 1 second so that you will stay alive, and then you stream, get tired, breathe for 1 second just to stay alive. And that's the story of your life. The fact that we're competing in this capitalist system should tell you something. We're not really working together as people, you know. We're not really trying to make life easy, to make life make sense for every living being. That is not what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is to become more powerful than other people so that we will control them. That is exactly what every person is trying to do, believe it or not. There's a reason why you want to have a lot of money. It's so that you'll have enough power to control other people. I always feel bad when I see a good person having a mate. Now, I don't think that's like necessarily wrong, you know what I mean? But there's something about that doesn't feel right. The fact that that is true doesn't feel right. You know, the fact that you can employ someone to clean your house because you have a lot of money and they don't get paid enough, really. They are your slave, basically. They have to wake up in the morning and do everything for you because you got money. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that that is true. You know, they might be happy that they got a job, but that just shows you how fucked up the world is, man. We're not really working together as humanity to make sure that each and every person is doing well. There ain't people that are doing work that is degrading, you know. There ain't people that are slaves. tell me the difference between people who were slaves back then, who used to work very hard just for survival, you know? They weren't really getting paid. They just were given food, given shelter. Show me the difference between those people and people that are working shitty jobs now. Ain't they just working to pay their bills? Working just to survive because they won't even have enough money to like really enjoy their lives. You know, it's where I live, it's rare to even go on holiday, bruh. Because people don't have money. People are broke. They don't have money. This December, people are not going anywhere because they don't have money. You understand how fucked up that is? You work the whole fucking year and you can't even go on holiday because you weren't getting paid enough. You were paying a lot of bills. And on top of everything, you reproduced. So you had to spend a lot of money on your children as if that was necessary. You've been indoctrinated. You think that that is right. Like, oh, I've done the right thing, you know? I'm raising a child. That's what God wants. You know, that's what I'm supposed to do. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're just indoctrinated, you know? You don't think for yourself. You're not conscious. And that is a huge problem. That is a huge problem. So don't let anyone lie to you, man. Don't let anyone lie to you. We are in hell. My advice to you is that know that you are in hell and stop expecting good things. You know, stop expecting to be happy. Know that you are in hell and do whatever you gotta do to survive, you know. Do whatever you can to cope, but know that you're in hell. You know, that's what you must know. It's very important that you know that, so that even when the worst shit happen, you won't be like, oh, why is this happen to people like me, to good people like me, blah blah blah. No, you're in hell. You know, fucked up shit is gonna happen here. You're not in control. This life just chooses who it wants to torture and torture that person. It doesn't really matter what you do. It doesn't really matter how you live your life. It doesn't really matter if you're a good person. It doesn't really matter if you're a bad person. It just chooses who it wants to torture. And it tortures that person. So you must realize you're not in control. You're not suffering because you want to suffer. You're suffering because you are in this place where suffering takes place and you don't have power in this place. You see? You are in a place where suffering takes place and you do not have power. So of course you're going to suffer. But don't ever feel sorry for yourself. You know, that time, the time for you to feel sorry for yourself is over, man. You are now conscious. You know how fucked up the world is. Just know that you gotta, you know, survive. You gotta fight for your survival. You know, so don't be feeling sorry for yourself. You feeling sorry for yourself isn't really going to help you. I remember there's this fight that I watched between Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is a beast, a Nigerian nightmare. He was beating everyone in the welterweight division. I think he was like on a 12 fight winning streak, 18 fight winning streak when he fought Leon Edwards for the second time. He already beat the guy. I think Leon Edwards was on a 7 or 8 fight win streak, and he already lost to Kamaru Usman, and they fought for the second time. When they were fighting, Leon Edwards started to feel like less motivated. You can see that he knows that he's losing the fight, and he doesn't know what to do. Like, he doesn't have the answers, you know. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to beat Kamaru Usman. I remember one of his coaches said, you gotta stop feeling sorry for yourself. You gotta stop feeling sorry for, you know. I think he gave him that advice in the last round. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. And Leon managed to knock Kamaru Usman out, kicked him. He was already losing the fight, but because he stopped feeling sorry for himself, he was able to win. So, yo, man, stop feeling sorry for yourself. I'm serious. Stop feeling like, yeah, I'm defeated and all this kind of shit. Just fucking fight, man. I'm telling you, yes, we're in a trap. Yes, we're in hell, but you feeling sorry for yourself is making you feel worse. You know that you always gotta fight to be yourself, fight to speak your truth, fight to have what you want, and be very courageous. Don't be a bitch. That's my advice to you. Don't be a bitch. Don't allow yourself to feel defeated. You see, even if you feel beaten, you still gotta fight. That's my advice to you. You are in hell, so you gotta be ruthless. You can't just take it. Be like, oh, I'm defeated. Life is hard. Things are not going to get better. I'm just gonna suffer, and you just suffer. That's the problem with most people that are conscious of what's really going on. You defeated. You're beaten. No, know what the fuck is going on, but also realize that you gotta fight. This doesn't mean that you win, but you cope better when you're fighting. You cope better when you're doing something. Because you are in hell, man. There's nothing to protect. I don't know how many times I've been saying this to you. There's nothing to protect. You don't have to protect your ego, People still being afraid of being judged. Or if I live my life this way, people are gonna... Don't protect your ego, man. Because you still suffer for protecting it. You understand? So you have to choose your suffering. Are you going to suffer because you are living in fear? Are you going to suffer because you are fighting and everyone is trying to attack you? What's better? What's a better way to go out? Dying because you are living in so much fear, too anxious, or dying because you fought? This is a hell, bruh. Know that it's never going to get easier. There isn't a person that's going to come and save you. You see, even if people try to save you, they can't. You understand that? They can't. We already lost. Like, the system is so powerful. The system that governs us is so powerful that there isn't much that we can do. You understand that? That's what I'm saying. Just fight for yourself. Shouldn't even be trying to save other people. You fight for yourself. Fight for your truth. And be relentless. Be relentless, man. Don't be afraid of other people judging you. Don't be afraid of losing people. That's very important. I've been talking a lot about detachment. I've been talking a lot about stoicism, the art of not caring less. That matters, man. You can't be too attached to people. You can't be too attached to how other people make you feel. You gotta care less, man. That's how you gain your power. It's by caring less. These emotions that you feel are your enemy. It's something that a lot of people do not realize. You don't have to be feeling all these fucking emotions. You have to think. You see, that's how you free yourself. You think. You free yourself from detachment by thinking. You free yourself from caring too much by thinking. Getting things right, like really understanding things as they are, not as how you are being programmed to understand things. You see, because you are also being manipulated by your own emotions. You gotta understand that. And also, the people that are manipulating you are also using emotions. Like, okay, if we make people feel this way, they're gonna do this. You see, if we make people think this way, they're gonna feel these emotions, and people are loyal to their emotions. And that's the truth. People in general are loyal to their emotions. How does this make me feel? Do I feel good when I believe that God does not exist? No, I do not feel good. So I'd rather believe that God exists because I want to feel good. How do I feel when I hear the truth? I feel depressed. I feel alone. I don't want to feel like that. I'd rather believe what's going to make me feel the way that I want to feel. How do I feel when I'm with this person that's abusing me, that doesn't give a fuck about me? Oh, I feel good. I feel good. So I'd rather be with them than be with this person that loves me and that's honest with me and that cares about me. Because I don't feel good when I'm around them. You see? Human beings are loyal to their emotions. They want to feel good. They want to escape suffering. But sometimes you must not be afraid of suffering. Because you gotta be willing to walk through fire, man. You gotta be willing to walk through fire sometimes to free yourself. Because that's probably the only way. So if you are suffering, that's good. You needed to suffer to wake up. How else were you going to wake up? That's what I tell people. Like, how else were you going to wake up if you were just enjoying life like people that you feel are enjoying life? You ain't going to wake up. You just remain ignorant. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Suffer, but fight. Don't allow your own suffering to make you stronger. See, allow your own suffering to make you stronger. Allow your own suffering to make you conscious. Allow your own suffering to point you towards the truth. It's important. It's people that are living a lie that I know it feels wrong to say, it's okay to suffer if it brings you closer to the truth, but it's the lie that has ensured the survival of this matrix. It's the lie that has ensured the survival of this matrix. People that are truthful hate this matrix. They hate how things work in this world. They don't want this world to continue to exist as it is. They know that it's not working, even though it seems like it's working. It's one of the biggest mistakes that people make is believing that if they're surviving, it means that what's happening is right. You see, it's just about survival. I mean, people are surviving, you know. We are told that there are more than 8 billion humans. We're told that there are more than 8 billion humans. What does that tell you? That people are fucking surviving. People are surviving. But why do people want to survive in the first place? Do they want to survive for the sake of surviving? Or they want to survive because they want to experience happiness? People want to survive because they want to experience happiness. See, everything that they're doing it because they're trying to experience happiness. Even people that are conscious and that are seeking for truth, they're seeking for truth because they want to experience happiness. They hate the lies so much that they want the truth. You see, there are people that love the lies. Do you know that? They're benefiting a lot from the lies, so they're chasing these lies and hate the truth. So people are not surviving for the sake of surviving. They just want the truth. There's nothing to do with just survival, you know. I know it does seem like people are surviving for the sake of survival, but no, it has a lot to do with wanting happiness. So if most people are not happy, that means that something is not right. Even if we're surviving, if we're not happy, that tells us that something is not right. No one would want to survive in hell. People will want to die in hell. There's a reason why there are a lot of people who actually want to die, but who are not really going to say anything because they're too attached to this reality. Maybe they have too many children, and what can they do? I remember recently I saw a post on Facebook. It said, if it wasn't for my kids, I'll be out of here. And most people say they can relate. Like, there were many people who commented on that post, like thousands of people. You see, they can relate because they can see that something is not right. Even if they don't fully understand what, you know, is going on, but they can see that. But man, there's just too much suffering here, man. But they've been indoctrinated, they've been brainwashed, so they don't know exactly what they need to do. You see? And there are a lot of people in this world who secretly want to die, man. A lot of people. But they just can't come out and say, yo, I want to die. Why do you think assisted suicide is illegal? It's illegal in many countries. Assisted suicide is illegal in many countries because there are a lot of people who will actually choose that option. Like, hey, I got bills to pay, my baby mama acting crazy, I'm probably going to be homeless in a year, I'm depressed, I'm not happy, fuck this shit, I'm out. You know what I mean? Because they know that, hey man, we're going to lose a lot of people. Like, if we just said, okay, you know what, if you want to exit this matrix, you can exit it. You know, no one has a right to tell you no. No one has a right to evaluate you. It's you only, if you want someone to at least, evaluate your mind, see what's going on, whatever. You can pay someone to do that, it's fine, but it's not a necessity. If you want to go, no one has a right to say no. You can't make, you shouldn't be allowed to make that decision because you are depressed, because you have bipolar, or because you're not suffering enough. Like, you can leave, like you are free. What do you think will happen if they say that? People will just exit, man. Many people are not exiting because they don't have that option. They're suffering. So governments know that, hey man, we can't legalize assisted suicide because motherfuckers are just gonna leave. Because a lot of things that are happening in this world don't make any sense. You see? Trust me, if people were happy, assisted suicide will be legal and people wouldn't even be considering it. It will be legal, and people wouldn't even be thinking of exiting. They just don't even know they exist, actually. They just live their lives. Don't even know that it exists. Just be doing their own thing, But now people have to fight for their right to exit. And they'll be given lots of excuses. Like, nah, it can't be legal because of this and that. It can't be legal. Because, like, hey, man, nothing should be legal. Life itself is wrong. Like, everything should be illegal. If you want to be honest with yourself, that's what you must understand. Nothing should be legal because everything is fucked up. Just like Rick said, life itself is wrong. Everything about life is wrong. Everything about this world is wrong. So really, nothing should be legal. Even breathing shouldn't be legal. You're probably killing something when you breathe. Even walking shouldn't be legal. You're probably killing something when you walk. That's if you want to truly be honest with yourself. Even being vegan shouldn't be legal. You're probably killing something when you spray your plants, you know what I mean? Eating meat obviously shouldn't be legal. That's obvious. So really, what's illegal is what governments wouldn't benefit from. I remember when Canada introduced MAID, a lot of people complain, oh, they're evil, there's something that they're benefiting. Yeah, true. That's not, like, I'm not going to defend them, even though I'm in favor of MAID. I'm not going to defend them at all. I'm not going to defend them. You want to know why I'm not going to defend them? It's because I know that whatever decision the government is going to make, it's for itself. It's not for the people. It's for itself. There's something that they want to benefit from that decision, because government is people. These are people that are controlling things, and people are fucking selfish. You see, when we do things for ourselves, for our own benefit. You see, that's how we are as people. I know that, but that doesn't mean that it's not right for people to have rights. You see. So yes, they've legalized MAID for selfish reasons. That's 100% true, but still, it's a win-win. We must understand people are not okay with this, man. People are not okay with this. No matter what you believe, people are not okay with this. No matter what you believe, people are not okay with this. And they'll never be okay with this. It's just that it's not easy to come out and say I'm not okay with this. It's not easy because we're not really allowed to. Just like I told you. You see, the video that I published last was demonetized, and there's nothing wrong that I said on that video. So you see, there are so many things, there are so many forces that are controlling us, that are making us do the things that we don't even want to do, because we just want to survive. There ain't people that want to wake up every day and go to work, and that is not the best way to live. It's not like if we didn't wake up every day and go to work, we wouldn't be able to survive as humanity. We wouldn't be able to survive as a species. No. We'll be able to survive, and life will be much easier. I mean, it will be easy. It's not like it's easy, so it'll be much easier now. It isn't, it's hard. Life will be easy if we didn't work that much. Because we don't really need much to survive. That's what a lot of people do not realize. Now, we do not need much to survive, man. Humanity does not need much to survive. We are intelligent enough to build farms, to work together. We can work together, we can build farms, but we've also been made to be selfish, to want to have power over other people, to want to have more than what other people have, so that's the game that we're playing. We're competing, like competition is important in this realm. So you can't say this is worth it. You can't say this is something that a person must want, There's a reason why if I asked an average person that knows nothing about antinatalism, that has children, if I asked them if they wanted to relive their life the way that they've lived their lives before, like if it was possible to wipe off their memories and restart their lives, they have to experience everything that they'll probably say no. Like most people will say no. It's because they've suffered, man. What keeps them going is hope. They have hope. They have hope that the future is going to be better. The future is going to be different. Because they see other people having the things that they want, and they assume that these people are happy. And these people pretend as if they're happy even if they're not. Because being happy makes people drawn to you. Thank you all, guys.